Hey guys, it's me, Jennie B. Welcome back to Katawa Shoujo. We last left off with Rin painting with her feet, of course, and we were helping her. And I think we're helping her pour paint, which is so exciting. So let's continue that excitement right there. Add half a splash of green. I crouched down to pick up the can of bright green. The other green. This green. I carefully pour some of the other green paint into the mixing bowl. No, that's almost a whole splash, more white. Is green a good color to add? No idea. You're the artist here. A hint of a smile appears in the corners of her mouth. Do you lack an opinion? No, it's just I have no idea. It's okay, because I just got an idea. Add more white. With this exclamation, I pour a minuscule amount of white into the bowl and mix it. It looks slightly whiter. That's not good. It has to be like the color when you wake up and you know you saw the meaning of life in your dream, but can't remember it. Maybe it's yellow. Despite the impossibility of mixing a color like the change of seasons or any other nonsense that's being imposed on me, I find myself enjoying it more than I thought I would. Seeing a painting being born on the plastered wall feels like magic. I spent the moments I've been mixing paints crouching down on the pavement, just looking at her work. It feels slightly intrusive at first, like breaking some imaginary intimacy. But Rin doesn't seem to mind it the least bit. Maybe it's just in my head. Her entire presence emits a completely different air as she patiently works the details, adding layers of paint on top of the other layers of paint, steadily moving her foot across the wall to add shapes. When I manage to produce a passable mixture of paint, the rare smile on her face is oddly rewarding. Apart from the few words when discussing paint mixes, neither of us says a word for the longest time. And even in the short discussions soon evolve into a shorthand, both of us developing and using weird impromptu code words for various paints and hues, as if there was some need to converse words and breath and sound. I feel like Rin's kind of bringing the romance out of me right now. We stay there late into the evening until it becomes too dark to paint properly. And then what do we do? What do we do then? Did we just sleep outside? Is that what we did? We slept outside, maybe? Oh, I went home. Sound of alarm pulls me out of the fitful slumber and into an unpleasant state of wakefulness. I linger under the blanket for a few minutes, gathering energy to rise while making excuses as for why I already have it. Honestly, I wouldn't mind staying here all day. School's surprisingly exhausting after a long pause, and the culture shock still has not faded, I think. Still, despite getting an impression that skipping class is easy here, I don't think they're going to let me get away with it that easily. And the nurse is bound to keep breathing down my neck with the talk of exercising as well. So, eventually I do rise, swallow the morning medications, and put on my old soccer clothing. Thanks to my condition, I was exempted from taking part in gym class at Yamaku, so I didn't get issued a gym outfit. I'd ordered to cover such a contingency, but wearing my old soccer clothes is kind of nostalgic. I can't use them for that anymore, so maybe they'll get a new life this way. A bit like me. After all, if I'm going to start taking care of myself, I can't afford to slack around. I'll start from the basics. Basics which include keeping the rest of my body in shape with what little I can do to strengthen my heart. Maybe I can go back to some approaching a normal life, or at least something where I'm a little less likely to fall dead at any minute. I'm surprised to discover that I'm not the only one present at the track. Not just that, but it's a face I've seen before. The prosthetic leg girl who bowed me over in the hallway yesterday, running on the track lethally, like a half-mechanical gazelle. What was her name again? It was a short one, but I can't remember. Was it like Ava or something? She seems to be running laps at somewhat an easy lope. her prosthetic legs clacking rhythmically against the hard track surface. I wonder what reason she has for running this early in the morning. Maybe it's something akin to mine, and the nurse is oppressing the poor girl to jog like he's oppressing me. I certainly wouldn't be here if it weren't for my health, and he's prompting me to do so. And even with things like they are, it's only because I want to get out of the way early. Oops. I'd leave, but it seems that my former assailant has noticed me on her last lap. She waves at me cheerfully and jogs over. Oh, yeah, she's so adorable. Good morning. Your name is Hisao, right? She grins, seemingly pleased that she remembered my name. I don't remember what voice I gave her. I really don't. You may not remember me. Emmy? I knocked you over in the hall yesterday. How could I forget such a blunt introduction? Emmy has the decency to look vaguely apologetic for a moment before giggling. Yeah, sorry about that. Again. Well, so long as you didn't make a habit of it, I suppose I'll be fine. Great! I'm not sure she realized I was joking. So the spy consultant the nurse was talking about, is that actually you? That's right. Oh. I was expecting someone from the nursing staff, to be honest. What? Are you saying I don't look like I could be a spy? No, this is more like a relief. I was afraid he would have someone to watch my every move. Unless you're here to do exactly that. No, I'm here for my own reasons. The nurse just asked me if I'd seen a messy-haired transfer student who looks like he's kind of lost around the track. So, why are you down here? Emmy strikes a dramatic pose. Training? For what? Track. Ah, I see. You're on the track team, then? Emmy nods enthusiastically. Yep, I'm one of the better runners, too. And modest about it, too. Hey, you should join up. It's good exercise, you know. I think that much activity is probably out of the question for me. Nah, I'm not even sure that I really like running all that much. Plus, I'm not into organized sports, you know. It's true. I've never even really gotten in that much soccer. I mean, I'd run around with my friends and all, but that was really the only reason I ever played. It wasn't for the glory to be found on the field, that's for sure. Emmy seems to understand my meaning. I see. Not that into the whole organization thing. But now that you're here, I guess we're going to run together, huh? What? Sure, I guess. Emmy seems pleased. Are you going to warm up? Real men don't warm up. Oh no, you should always warm up. Bad Hisao. She scolds at me enthusiastically, but then smiles and leans closer. I hate warming up too. That went really quick, but luckily I got it. She laughs suddenly. Heck, and I don't even have to stretch my legs. As if to confirm her statement, she bounces up and down a couple times, giving a passing impression of standing on a pair of springs. Her leg blades seem to be quite elastic. Let's go! So we both take off around the track, and I can immediately see that she wasn't lying about being good at running. Emmy moves fluidly, throwing herself into the run with a sort of wild abandon. I find myself concentrating more on running properly. Hands spread, right? And something about hitting the balls of your feet rather than the heels. Try to match my stride with Emmy's, but it's pretty difficult. Apparently I'm not very good at it. Maybe Emmy could help me with that sometime. I'm not really feeling up to more than a couple laps today, and it's slow to a walk pretty quickly. Emmy keeps running, and doesn't seem to notice I've stopped until she passes me a second time. She particularly skids to a halt, breathing steadily in contrast to my somewhat gasping demeanor. Finished already? I hang my head ruefully. Yeah. I'm not in very good shape right now. Emmy nods and then grins at me again. She seems to do a lot of smiling. Well, the important thing is that you started, right? Next time, you just have to try to hold out longer. And then longer. And longer, and you'll eventually be great. I'll keep that in mind. But I think right now I'm going to go get ready for class. Shouldn't you? Emmy shrugs unconcernedly. Nah, I've got plenty of time. I notice that she's not wearing a watch. Are you sure? Another careless shrug. Not really, but I've got to finish my routine. See you later, Hisao. Yeah, see ya. I'm not sure what this morning's experiment was a success or failure, but I admit that I slowly do feel good about getting out there this morning. And like Emmy said, I just need to keep it in order to get better, right? Practice makes perfect, or something like that. It's nice to at least feel like I've taken some kind of semblance of control over my own health. I'll have to try to keep this up. I head back to the dorms to wash and change my uniform, trying to resist the urge to take a really long, hot shower. I'm tired from all the running, so I just want to unwind, but I don't want to break my slowly building routine of getting to school before the morning rush. After taking a long shower, I dry myself off and get out of the stall to put on my clothes. Out of nowhere, a shadow appears within the mist, looming and radiating malicious intent. It bursts through the fog. That is a well-placed leaf right there. Very well placed. So, what are you doing here? What the hell? You scared me. What's your problem? I should be asking you that. I've been looking all over for you, the place, man. I've been looking for you all over the place, man. What do you mean, all over the place? I wanted to ask if he's been looking for me like that, stark naked, but I hold my tongue back. I finally realize I'm still naked, too, and quickly hold up my shirt in front of me, but Kenji doesn't seem to notice a thing. Well, he is blind, and his glasses are fogged up, but then why doesn't he wipe them off? Is his vision so bad he's perpetually seeing through fog? You know, your room and... Yeah, that's it. Hey, I mean, I still had to get up, though. Whatever, it's not important. Can I borrow some money? What? He puts on an innocent face and looks away, trying very hard to look very casual. It doesn't work. He's as transparent as the window pane-sized glasses. Talking neutrally like this, wearing nothing, feels awkward. Actually, somehow, it feels even more awkward to be naked in front of someone, well, they can't see me being naked. To say nothing of the fact that he's naked as well. I try to brush off the feeling with little success. Money? Sure. Awesome. Wait, why do you need it? Can't you just give it to me because I had good will not to run through your pockets while you were in the shower? I could have, but I exercised restraint, and in the end, isn't it the thought that counts? Come on, be a pal. This makes no sense. If it's the thought that counts, I should withhold payment, since his thoughts were so clearly impure and his intentions are probably even more sinister, since he can't tell me what they are. I say as much to him. I'm offended, man. But if that is your game, then fine. I guess I have no choice. I went to order pizza, and I already have the most cost of the pizza. I need your help with the rest. I get some of that pizza too, right? No. Are you serious? Yeah. I would like to give you some, but I have a class, and you don't have time to eat pizza. What about you? I'm not going to class. I have to wait for the pizza and pay the guy, and then eat it. It's not easy. You have to obtain the pizza stealthily. If you don't, everyone will see you and the pizza, and they will ask for a slice. It is a hard world out there. Everyone wants a piece, and then you're left pizzaless in an unforgiving world. It happened before. That's how I know. Every day I plan vengeance, so that when the people who wrong me order a pizza, I will be there, ever vigilant. Kenji strikes a dramatic pose, completely without irony. But yeah, I only need like 400 yen. Please, you're my only hope. I can't go outside and buy my own pizza. It's too far. I try not to go outside unless it's absolutely necessary. Let me tell you what happened the last time I went out without carefully planning out events. I was outside, I can't remember what I was doing. Something, standing, maybe wondering how I got there. And then out of nowhere it happened. Like a flash of lightning, splitting the sky, like how you split a sandwich into 2 equal pieces to make it more manageable to hold and to eat. A bird cracked on my head. It was the second most shocking moment of my life. What was the first? He ignores me and keeps going. I want to grab him and shake him. Is he trying to keep momentum? I'll go with that, even if it's more likely he just didn't hear me. It was like the openings of some kind of anime show. You know how there's always a part where the main dude is fighting his rival, and they fly at each other and clash swords, and there's like a big dramatic colored auras and zoom? It was like that, but with 2. Okay. So yeah, I need some money, please. Don't leave me hanging. I only need like 1,000 yen. I thought it was 400. Okay. What? I'll pay you back, I swear. You better. That's what it means to borrow stuff. I don't know when I'll be able to pay you back. You have 1 week. Kenji winches and makes a noise like a dying cow. I hope that was close to a dying cow. A particularly disturbing fact given that his baton is conducting freely. You're not supposed to be so tight-assed about money between brothers in arms, man. Men have it bad enough as it is. Did you know that male porn stars only make about half of what female porn stars make? That doesn't mean anything unless you're a porn star. So maybe I am a porn star on the side, struggling to make ends meet as I fight the feminist agenda, and you can't even spot me at your crumbs, you bastard. Nobody understands. Nobody. Wouldn't feminists be against pornography in the first place? This feminist agenda stuff again? This stuff is important. I can see that you don't give a shit, but seriously, here, feminists are a dangerous enemy. Make no mistake. You take them lightly, and you wake up in the morning with a knife in your back. Bam! Out of nowhere. How do you wake up in the morning if someone stabbed you in your sleep? Women are terrible at stabbing things. I thought you just said don't take them lightly. Well, I don't mean them take them lightly for big things. Individually, they're not a big threat. But if there were some kind of war, like a big war with men on one side and feminist forces on the other, it would be pretty ugly. And that day will come when the feminists come out of their central, top secret, worldwide feminist headquarters, and I say, "It's on now, motherfuckers!" You're being ridiculous. There's no big worldwide feminist headquarters building where they would even hide that. I mean, it would have to be massive. You couldn't hide that on Earth. Someone would notice a big fortress with women only in it. Who said it was on Earth? I turn away from Kenji. Start practicing frowning faces in the mirror so I can figure out what kind of frown would be best to express my emotions. He can't see me from this distance anyway. Which unfortunately means he just keeps ranting on without any regard of sense or sensibility. Yeah, there's a war going on. A war not many know about, but a great one that will boil over one day and encompass all of the known world. Then we'll have to pick sides. We'll have to make a stand. In fact, it's happening right now. Imagine it. The bloody battlefield. The vicious conflict without an end. I almost gave up when I thought this cause was silly. When I grew tired of the bleakness of our fight. When I mistook the time of the power, went out for the feminist raid, and thought the world end was near. But then, I realized that if I gave it up, it would all be over, and I'd be like, whoa. I knew I had to get serious. Because the last sane man in an insane world is about duty. Must be pretty crappy movement if all hinges on one naked guy ranting in a bathroom at another naked guy. So can I have the money? He's blocking the way out. It's getting cold because I'm still naked and I want to go to class, so I agreed to spot him the money. Awesome. Thanks, dude. We should go bowling later on. Bowling? Yeah, it's the ultimate sport. There's almost no women bowlers either, making it the manliest sport. Should I wear my pink bowling shirt to match the shoes with the pastel green with the flower accents? There are bowling clubs? Maybe. Anyway, you had better pay me back. I can pay you back in stuff, right? I don't have to. I don't have time to ask him to elaborate on what that even means. I don't know. I have to get to class. You're kind of in the way. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I don't want to hold you up. I have some stuff to do myself. The time has come. The time for what? I just like saying that. Okay, now the time has really come. For what? I have to use the bathroom. Get out of it. I was just going to. And what does that mean? It is a big bathroom. So, I have to be alone or I can't go. The pressure. Okay, what if someone else comes in? I'll think of something. I give him my practice frown, and it looks kind of silly reflected in his glasses. He either doesn't notice or doesn't see. Anyway, so I get dressed and run back to my room, feeling as if the whole eternity has passed since I woke up. That is time I will never get back. I'll get him for this somehow. But right now, I have to get to class. Okay, ending that there. Whoa, Kenji is crazy, but I gotta say, he adds much-needed humor to this story. He's hilarious, and I slightly dig him a little bit. He's a little crazy, but I dig it. I really think it's cool. And who did we meet? Emmy. We met her already. She ran into us, but we kind of ran with her, which is cool. We had a little jogging moment. So, I don't know if I'm really digging Emmy. She's cute and adorable, but I don't think she's the one I'm really going to be going for. It's really between, like, Lily. I'm, like, leaning definitely kind of towards more Lily. Like, Hanako, I'm not sure. She might be, like, a little too shy for me. I don't know. We'll see. I like the fact that Lily's blind. And, you know, if she's not really, like, if we, like, you know, do, like, stuff, she doesn't see it coming. I don't know. I think that's just so tantalizing. Anyway, thank you guys so much for checking this episode out of Katawa Shoujo. I really hope you liked it. I hope you check out the next episode. And I'll catch you guys later.